Welcome to another MP4Nation.net player and review. Today we have the new Teclast T50, but this is the unbranded version that we got directly from the factory. It's exactly the same as a Teclast player, except it doesn't have the same Teclast startup logo or the branding on this. Anyways, it's exactly the same. It's a really good build, nice finishing, very slim. It has a 2.8-inch WQVGA touchscreen. It's considered a full point touchscreen, so it's more similar to that of the Apple iPod Touch, how it works, and you'll see this in the video review shortly. It does have a little clicky button here, and down here it has a 3.5mm audio jack, your on-off hold switch, and a micro USB slot here. This does have a Wolfson audio chip built in. It does use the Rockchip RK2706 chipset at its core, so it can play high-res videos, lots of audio files, and because of the Wolfson chip, the audio quality is fantastic on this. I mean, it's same as a Meizu. Even Apple themselves use Wolfson as their audio chip for their players, so it's very good. And again, it's very sleek. The finishing is very nice here. It's just a brushed metal back. And let's turn this player on. It doesn't have a built-in loudspeaker. There you go. Just zoom in. As you can see, it has the same UI as the Teclast T50. The touchscreen is really good on this. Let me just the music, and it does sort for the music. It does read through the ID3 tag, so it does separate and sort your music. So you can browse by all the music, your artist, your album, your genre. So anyway, and it does have, and you can scroll on this using your fingers, so it's really nice. Ooh. There, and there you go. It's quite nice, very sensitive. So there you go, the music interface. And it's really easy to fast forward on this. Oops. And the audio, same, the volume. Next, again, the touchscreen is very responsive on this. It's very well implemented. I'll give it that the UI here is a copy of the Apple, the way it looks anyway. But again, this does use the Rockchip RK2706, and one of the good things about the Rockchip chipset is that you can customize the user interface, that you can extract the graphics and customize it to your own specification. So, and there you go, you have a graphic. I'm guessing on this screen this actually would show where the lyrics. Of course, there's no lyric file associated with this particular audio file I chose, so it's not going to show up anything here. And there you have your options, so you can do your repeat mode, so once all your basic settings, your play mode, shuffle, and order. Also, it has the Microsoft Play FX equalizer, so it's those of you who have experience with the Rockchip will know that actually the Microsoft Play FX is quite a good equalizer. It improves the audio quite well. And then you have presets, and then you can choose your own user, and you can just change as will if you want. And just go back, and you can sort by artist, so you can just, and it sorts everything by artist too, or album. And now you can build your own playlist on this, so that's quite good. If you go to your all music, you can just hit add favorites. It brings up these little things. Just scroll to whichever one you want. It says add to favorite. Yes. Choose another. Add to favorite. And you can also add an entire artist or an album to the playlist. And here you have all your favorites, and you can just play it right there. It's quite nice. Does update the media library every time you disconnect from the USB from your computer, so reads the ID tag and updates the database on this. Now the video playback on this is superb. Again, it uses the rock, it's like all other Rockchip RK2706 players. It plays high-res AVI. You can play high-res RMVB files also. So. And it's really easy to fast forward on this too. It doesn't have resume play, at least not this version of the firmware. And just decrease audio. And see, and the screen is really good on this. I mean, it's WQVJ, so it's more like the Ramos RM970 screen. Very good viewing angles. I mean, look at that. So definitely the screen is better than the Ondo VX747. Just go back. Your photo. Now this does have multi-touch. I'll be quite honest and say that it's still a little rough around the corners, and please remember that, you know, this is the first version of the firmware that's in this, so, you know, the company is releasing new firmwares and will improve the overall functionality and, you know, how certain functions run. So you can like zoom in on photos here and then scroll like that. So I mean, if you're a type of person that's likes to read comic books, you know, on your player, you download them. We get a lot of emails asking us which players can zoom in and, you know, you can pan around. There's stuff like that. Ebook is pretty good. Oh, actually, let me just see if I have my... here it is. Sorry about that. Ebook is really nice on this. You know, you can just scroll through, scroll up, scroll down. You can also bookmark, you know, save the mark, load it from where you last were. But one of the really interesting things on this is that it has a text-to-speech capability. So I'm just going to plug in this small speakers and hope you guys can hear. Basically, it'll read any text in English there, but the voice is a female voice with a Chinese accent. I'm not joking. It actually has a Chinese accent. I wonder how many of you are going to be putting in text files saying, you know, me love you long time GI. Anyway, I mean, ebook is actually quite nice. The text to voice is quite a good feature, but remember, this player was developed for the Chinese market, so the actual text to speech was implemented to be reading Chinese characters, and so that's why it sounds kind of weird. You know, please keep that in mind when you're judging that feature. And you can delete also. And here are the settings. It has all the standard setting features, you know, changing the brightness, the light, how long before the screen turns off and stuff, you know, your automatic lock key, your shutdown, whatever. But I do want to show you the desktop. It does come with 3 different preloaded desktops, basically, as it were. Let me just show you. Different icon layout. Everything else about the user interface is pretty much the same. So, and they have this third one. They do have this third one. It just seems like they didn't finish it properly, or it's, you know, it's just very buggy. But, you know, it works with the menus being located down there, and you just scroll through them like that. You know, like I said, it just looks like they didn't really finish this off, and it's just like showing how a user interface could be like. But anyways, just wanted to show you that. Go back. And you can change some of the interface, so you like the size of the font and stuff, the color. You can change the background of the main menu to whatever you want, whatever image you want, so you can set your own background. Anyways, we will have this player in about 2 weeks time, so around the end of May, you know, probably by latest, you know, first or second week of June. Check back sooner for a really good pre-sale we'll be having for this. This is a really good touchscreen player. I mean, the audio on this is fantastic, the video playback is great, and the actual touchscreen itself is, you know, very sensitive, very responsive, and the user interface is quite good. So anyway, this is the Teclast T50, well, the unbranded version. Check our site. Head on over to our forums to discuss this. All right, thank you.